According to Dr. Ann, it was important for people to learn how to eat to live, not live to eat. People who were sick often had been living to eat, and the foods they were choosing to eat were killing them. So we drank energy soup several times a day, and we drank as much wheatgrass juice as we could get down. We put wheatgrass juice in our eyes, in our ears, and even in our enemas, which we did every night. We learned to talk about what went in and what went out without any feeling of embarrassment. And in fact, we freely discussed the results of our enemas over dinner. We had all the probiotic-rich Rejuvelac we could drink, and once in a while, we got to eat a sprout salad. On those special occasions when we were served a salad or anything that wasn't blended, we had to sit and meditate while we were chewing it. And that was a real eye-opener.
At the beginning, I came from the university mind, you know, and thinking, Dr. Ann, explain me this why? And one time, Dr. Ann Wigmore said to me, stop, Lalita, practice the living food lifestyle, experience in your own body, and then go into your mind and find out why. And it was so amazing. Because you know what? We doubt and we question living food, but we don't question all that cooked food that we were eating for years. But as soon as we go into this food, the mind is coming because we have resistances to the new lifestyle. Because we do not have sense about the new lifestyle because we grew up into cooked food. And then it was just a big lesson when she told me that.
So anyway, I'd sit up, and then the next night I could breathe again. And finally, I knew it was the lifestyle. And that's when I was sold on the food and everything. I learned, as just like you learn everything, I learned to enjoy that food. And the blander it is, the better I love it. So that began my life, because I'm in my 80s, and I love life. Yes, thank you.
And the best thing is these bags breathe. They breathe on all sides and they drain on all sides, so you don't have the conditions to develop mold in the first place. This was a great way to grow. You can even grow greens in these sprout bags. Very useful. They can hang on a hook or a knob, so it doesn't even have to take up space in your kitchen. And there, in the middle of the winter at my fireplace in my house, still I have green food all year round.
And that's a very interesting thing to see. During the very first 3 days, can all of you see what is happening? You saw that on day 4, the weights fell down, and on day 5, you witnessed this huge growth. Imagine how the power of these sprouts could benefit your body.
We can use, for example, spinach and romaine lettuce next day, chard next day, parsley, arugula, kale, oak leaf lettuce. And I made sure that here in Lithuania you have all 7 of this in the store. You actually have more than that. So rotate your greens. We do not have to rotate fruits because fruits do not contain any alkaloids. Do you know that fruits are made for us to eat? And that's why fruits are so bright in color and so fragrant and so sweet. So the plant bribe us with sweet fruit. They hire us to move the seeds around. What you can do if you're lost in the woods, for example, if you have to survive, you just find the grass and chew it and suck the juice, which is full of nutrition, and then spit the cellulose. This is the bowl of stinging nettles and 3 papayas and water. And I blended it, and I had almost 2 liters of green smoothie. Delicious, green, nutritious, palatable, good for you, full of nutrients. The nutrients were jumping out of the jar.
this. We rented a castle outside of Stockholm, and then we made like just a star restaurant and showed that the food of nature really belongs in the best places also. So it belongs everywhere. And it's really about to find out what attracts people. How do we get this message out? Because my experience is when I get more than 50 minutes with everyone and speak about the basic insights of nature, everyone wants to join.
We also want to attract all people, not only the sick ones or people with lots of money or health challenges. So that's why we're trying different approaches, because we think like the normal working people also need this. Everybody needs it, so we need to find ways to attract everybody.
Hold up your fist and look at it. This is the size of your stomach. It's a tiny little sac in here. It isn't this huge area to fill up 3, 4, 5 times a day. But eating and taking in this cow secretions on a consistent basis, you're always hungry and you're overeating. So the beauty of giving it up is you automatically start to release and get better quality from the foods you're eating, even if they aren't perfect foods. So if you were to leave today and make the commitment to yourselves to give it up for 1 week, I guarantee you, I actually make a promise, that you would start to look and feel differently. Your body's doing what it's designed to do. It's getting rid of the excessive mucus. I always say, thank God there's no cure for the common cold, because everybody would be dead. That's your self-cleansing detox. That's your body getting rid of what it doesn't need. When you detox the body, you will actually see those lines start to go away. Honestly, the little squiggly line that we get right here, this is your spleen pancreas. That's too much sugar, too much carbs. Under your eyes, that's your adrenals and your kidneys. That's stress, too much caffeine, eating late at night. The lines on the side of the face, these are your liver and your small intestines. The whole point of this is when you cleanse and detox, you can actually see these things reverse. You can watch the clock go backwards, which is why I love to do it. It's amazing.
So we know scientifically, because we show people blood tests before and after. And, you know, even a lot of physicians come through the program, and they just cannot believe how you can change things in such a short time. And it's proven, you know, you have it in your blood test. You can see it, you can feel it. So it's not something that we just believe. It's the truth. And, you know, we have, of course, we have movie stars coming. A lot of people, even Bill Clinton now lives this way. And, you know, it is really accepted. And it's growing everywhere. And it's so important that Lithuania understands this. This is where Ann Wigmore came for. She's saving the world. And the more people that can help us in this endeavor, the better it's going to be. Thank you.
Providing you want to be the healthiest, live the longest, be the happiest, and most important, be the sexiest. That's the most important. How many Lithuanians want to be sexy here? Raise your hand. See that? You're not a sexy country. Now, if I were in France, they'd all raise their hand. The French want to be sexy. What's wrong with the Lithuanians? How many Lithuanians want to be sexy? Raise your hand. There you go. Sexy Lithuanians. Give yourself a hand. That's why the Ann Wigmore conference is going to come on. We're going to make the Lithuanians more sexy than the French. What did they do? She said, everyone gave me a new medicine. Never worked. This is what it was like. 30 days later, she was completely clear. Now, do you think this is magic? Do you think the yogi who was here? I can't do what that yogi did. That yogi's 104 years old. Do you get that? Don't just say that was interesting. Say that was unbelievable. That's what we should be doing. Inside of your body is just like outside of your body. And if we raise it with vibrational life, we're going to become complete and whole. We're going to become contributing members of the human race. We're no longer going to be a degradation on this planet. We're going to be a contributor and a builder. We're going to do exactly what God intends us to do. To give, to share, to love, and to enjoy.
So be happy, don't worry, chew a lot, and keep chewing. It'll make your face young by chewing the greens. Have you ever seen any of the chewing grass cows looking old? They all look the same, year after year. It's the chewing action. And also, you will have the wisdom of a cow. You think they're stupid? They have a great life when it's in the wild. So let's let our cows go wild. Don't take them to the butcher. Let nature take care of its life forms. All are important, just as you and me, the worms, the butterflies, the monkeys, the cows, everything is important in the scheme of things to make our planet sustainable. I love you. May God bless you.
Ačiū Viktorai. Ačiū Viktorai. Atsistokim visi, padėkokim šitam.
Thank you, Viktoras. Let's all stand up and thank Viktoras. Viktoras is a Lithuanian. He is the beginner of this movement together with Ann Wigmore. Thank you, Viktoras. Thank you all.
Ačiū labai.